So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number one goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number two goal is win your division. Number three goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can drive as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. On third down, Wilson. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
Now Mariota. It's caught by Coleman. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Mariota to throw. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Trey Flowers picks it. And it's a huge return as he brings us all the way back down to the 15-yard line.
And Brandon, the passing game for both of these teams is going to be affected as the game goes along. It's not looking like the rain's going to let up anytime soon. So that might mean a few more wobbly passes and wide receiver slips. And this one winds up getting intercepted.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Russell Wilson with 2 first-half touchdown passes. Here the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. And again, it's no good. A few boo birds coming out as he's missed his 2nd extra point here in the first half. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. On 2nd down, Jacobs. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that would look pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a 1st down.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down.
Let's go.
Throwing is Mariota. On the screen, this is Coleman. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. Two minutes remaining in this first half of football.
Let's go, boy. Bring it on.
A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
On 2nd down, it's Coleman. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. They'll run here with Coleman out of the gun. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Tevin Coleman, his 9th touchdown of the season as they have now chopped this lead down to 3. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And that will get them one closer. So the lead shaved to 2 now as the kickoff is away. This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. An extra DB for the 49ers now on 3rd. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. The punt team on now is from their end zone. They get it away. That's pulled in at the 32. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call.
Boom! That's how we do it.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19.
Let's put that team on a front. Ready?
Room to run past midfield. So we have reached halftime here in a tight 2-point contest. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. They will run out of the gun with Jacobs. Room here to run. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 22 yards there, a first down.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get him. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. He's got the lane, and there he goes. And he's going to score. It's a Seahawk touchdown. Make it back-to-back weeks now with a pick 6 for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick 6 in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. Tell you this, I wouldn't play cards against this guy in the locker room.
Now the Seahawks will bring the offense back onto the field, and they'll go for 2. And after all that, he's going to get back to the line of scrimmage and no more.
I know they didn't tack on the 2 points, but I liked their attempt. After the interception return for a touchdown, I was thinking to myself, forget kicking it, go for 2, and they did.
Well, yeah, and everybody's scrambling. Maybe you catch the defense on their heels. They weren't ready to be out there.
Yeah, it's almost like a sudden change, right? There's a turnover, you take it away, they stuck it in the end zone, keep the momentum going. Give credit to the defensive guys for rallying and stopping that 2-point attempt.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously cost one.
but they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. From the gun, it's a handoff to Coleman. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. The tally there, minus 2 yards, brings up 3rd down. On play action, Mariota. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And got his man complete. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Dante Pettis, 77 yards, as his guys have cut the lead down to 2. Well, they had gone run the previous play. Nice little setup. This time they go play action. Defense bites a bit, and they hit for a big play in the end zone.
So they sold it really well, didn't they? Because of just what you described. They ran at the previous play, come back with the same action, and now they step back and throw it and get a big play for a touchdown. But what happens as a defensive back is your eyes have to go to the right place. You always hear Coach talk about, are your eyes in the right spot? Well, this time the eyes went to the play action. It froze their feet. They weren't moving, and he went on past them and caught the pass for a touchdown.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
A big hitter. That one goes for 40 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. They go right back to the ground here in Brown. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose 1 or 2.
At the 49ers 40-yard line.
Green 80! I got it, listen. Tammy's a light. I got it.
On 2nd and 11 now. Wilson. And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right.
Check. Delta. Mike 7. Here we go. Tammy's a Mike. Watch the run.
To throw on 3rd down. Wilson. This one into the hands of Metcalf. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. They'll try and run for it with Brown. And they are going to stop him on 4th and 1 as they'll wind up going backwards. He only needed a yard, but he couldn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. And the 49ers are going to get the football back. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Mariota on 1st down. He's going to float this one deep right side. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Credit the secondary and credit the defensive game plan. They've been in his hip pocket all game long. They understood coming in that he was a big-time receiver.
On 2nd down, it's Coleman. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave him with 3rd and still 7 yards to go. From the shotgun, it's Mariota. That's caught. It's Coleman. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Nothing doing on that one, and it'll be 4th down. They tried to swing it out left into the flat, but the defense, they were very principled there.
It felt very West Coast offense, didn't it? You know their expression, right? On a West Coast offense, when they throw the ball, it's either going to be a touchdown or a check down, meaning they like to press it downfield. If they don't have it, swing it out, which is exactly what we saw there. But how about the great pursuit and tackle to make a nice play?
A special teams mistake there, no doubt. Just 26 yards officially on the punt. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now Wilson. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a 1st down. On 1st down, it's Brown. He's got the 1st down here inside the 30. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. A great effort there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. 3rd time's the charm on the extra point as he gets this one to go. Back now in Seattle, Washington, where the 4th quarter will begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the 3rd quarter. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Mariota nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Niners on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. Here's Mariota. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Von Miller able to record his 5th sack of the season. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Here comes the 49ers punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And taken right on the 30. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but now Brown, he lost the football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. This defense, Charles, they needed some type of a spark to help get them back in this game. I think they just got their spark.
No doubt about it. You know, that's all they discussed. How can we get ourselves moving again? How can we get our team going? This definitely qualifies.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a 1-score game, and you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets 1st downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down. They keep it on the ground. Again, it's Brown. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. They'll run now with Brown. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. 11 yards there and a first down for Seattle.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. That one good for 14 and a Seahawk first. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now it's Wilson. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. This is Brown. Down to the 25. Only a yard on the pickup there, so it leaves them needing a conversion here on 3rd and a tough 9. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game. Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. Throwing now is Wilson. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Brian Body Calhoun. And a great return as he's up close to the 40-yard line. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. So that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage even though he completed the pass.
As good as a sack?
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. Tried to go for the big one there on 2nd down. Now they're likely down to their final 2 plays.
And you know they've got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down. Nothing behind you. Make everything get completed in front.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well. The linebacker Bobby Wagner able to get back in coverage and knock it free. And now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it prior to what will be an important 4th down. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Now Mariota on 4th down. He's going to let it fly. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Seahawks, they'll get the football back in outstanding field position. A great Monday night to wrap up the week in football. 2 division rivals and a great finish ahead as we come up on 1st and 10.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 30.
The Seahawks in victory formation as they go ahead and take the knee. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Down to a knee one more time, and that should just about do it.
A loss of a yard. It's 4th down.
So the victory here for Seattle, and they were really helped by